Hey, Not So Average Jose here, and today I want to talk about Pokemon because of the new Pokemon Let's Go games that just came out. So the question that I'm going to be asking myself throughout this series is, what does it mean to me? In this case, we're talking about Pokemon. My first experience with Pokemon was with the series and later on the cards, and not long after the games, which when it got to the games, boy. So Pokemon up to this point in my life has meant so many different things, but one of the biggest that it's ever meant, it was an escape that I had. Think about Pokemon, think about the adventures, the games, all that. It's a literal world I can escape to in my pocket. As a kid, my family moved a lot, so keeping friends was really hard, especially without social media. One thing I did constantly have was Pokemon. I constantly could turn on the game, continue on that same adventure, continue with the same Pokemon, which was something that I couldn't exactly continue with the same friendship. So just to give you an idea how crazy the moving was at one point, I went to 4 different schools in 1 year. I'm pretty sure if I ran across any of those classmates from then, I wouldn't recognize them and they wouldn't recognize me either. I started the school year in California, came to Tennessee, switched schools while here in Tennessee, and then moving back to California, went to a different school. But no matter how much I moved, in the show, Ash was still on his journey, and I felt like I personally was still on my journey because I still had my Pokemon. Then for the first time in a long time, I stayed at one school, a private school. Oof, this is when I really needed to escape the most. I got made fun of because I still liked Pokemon. When I got home, I didn't have to think about all the stuff going on at school anymore. I could just focus on, hey, homework, and then more Pokemon. There's plenty of stuff to do, trying out different team combinations. There was a grind to Pokemon that I didn't understand I would come to love in different games. So going into high school, I thought, hey, maybe I should play on the football team or try for the football team. Got onto the team, hated it. I mean, it was kind of fun, but the whole idea of not being made fun of because I played backfired. So I was doing something I didn't exactly like, and I was still being made fun of. So naturally, the next thought on my mind was, well, grab a box, grab all the stuff like anime, games, Pokemon, anything and everything that's considered nerd culture, superheroes, comics. Yeah, throw it in there. We're just gonna lock it away in a storage unit. In the back of your mind, just start forgetting about that. Went into soccer, ended up liking music a lot more than sports, so I ended up doing music production. It was fun. At this point, going to public school, I was able to make friends that actually liked the stuff that I liked. I found people who liked Pokemon, that liked anime, that liked video games. By senior year, I just said, fuck it. Time for me to full-on catch up, break out of like, hey, this is not who I am. No, I didn't care what people thought. And it took me till senior year of high school to realize that. I just got right back into Pokemon, but I went back, got my DS, turned it on, had Pokemon Diamond in it, and I didn't realize how much I missed playing Pokemon. And it's a lot like how I felt about Pokemon before middle school. Now every time there's been a new main series game, I've been there either release day or shortly after, and honestly that leads me into Pokemon Go, which at first was hyped with everyone else, but then when it became the phenomenon it did, I got kind of upset because the people that I knew from middle school and high school, they were now saying, oh, I've been the biggest fan, and I got genuinely angry. You can't claim that, was my thought. But at the same time, I was slowly starting to understand, hey, this just makes it easier for me to say, hey, I play Pokemon. So I got over it. Within the first 2 months, I stopped playing mainly because I didn't realize how much gas I was using at first. I was with my friends going to different parts of the city we had never been to. We're like, hey, I wonder what we can find over there. But I was the main one driving, so I might not play Pokemon the same way that I used to, but it holds a very special place in my heart because it's one of the first fandoms I was ever part of. It was the gateway into nerd culture for me. Even now, it's so nostalgic. I went to go buy Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and I'm just super excited to start playing it. I'm excited to experience that first journey again. The original Red and Blue, then Fire Red, Leaf Green, and now we get to look at it in a much higher quality and even easier on the go. So to answer what Pokemon means to me, It reminds me of the good times from when I was a kid, the tough times in middle school and early high school where shit was just hard. But I was able to come home and be with my family and play Pokemon and not think about those things at school. And most of all, my journey isn't over, because neither is Ash's somehow, because he's been on the journey for so long. But it's up to me how my journey turns out. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys like the idea, the concept behind the What It Means to Me series. Let me know what you guys think about Pokemon, how much it means to you, if it's meant anything of significant value to you in your life. Hopefully you like this video, you get to know a little bit about me and why Pokemon means so much to me. Of course, we'll more than likely come back and do more stuff about Pokemon. As for next week's video, we're gonna be talking about the one, the only, Spider-Man. If you guys want to hang out with me while I play video games like Pokemon Let's Go, Destiny, Warframe, or a bunch of other games, you can find me over at twitch.tv/NSAJose. I'll be streaming throughout the week, but until next time guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. Adios.